Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know me, my name is Rina Mayanti and I'm a college student of Universitas Muhammadiyah Purwokerto. How are you? I'm happy to hear that. I feel marvelous, thank you. Before I start my presentation, I want to ask you, do you understand about juvenile delinquency? I think some of you understand about juvenile delinquency. Today, I'm going to be talking about juvenile delinquency. My presentation will begin by outlining definition of juvenile delinquency. Then I will move on to juvenile delinquency around the globe. I will continue to factors. I will move on to juvenile delinquency prevention, and the last point from my outline is conclusion. So let's begin with a definition of juvenile delinquency. Merriam-Webster defines that juvenile delinquency is conduct by a juvenile characterized by antisocial behavior that is beyond parental control and therefore subject to legal action. Second, American Psychological Association points out that juvenile delinquency is an illegal behavior by a minor, usually identified as a person under 18 years old, that would be considered a criminal in an adult. The examples of juvenile delinquency are vandalism, rape, arson, and so on. So let's continue to juvenile delinquency around the globe. First, in Montreal, Canada. Second, in St. Petersburg, Russia. In Montreal, Canada, 7 young men were arrested for a series of attacks and robberies that often targeted elderly women. The young men would surround and rob women walking alone. Second, in St. Petersburg, Russia. In St. Petersburg, Russia, a group of 10 to 12 drunk teenagers and stabbed a 9-year-old teenage girl to death and severely wounded her father and 11-year-old cousin. Teenagers or adolescents do some juvenile delinquency because of several factors. For example, poor school attendance, violence in the home, and violence in their social circles. I will explain one by one so you will be understand about those factors. First, poor school attendance. Poor school attendance is one of the top factors contributing to delinquency. School is not only a place to learn and grow. It is also a structured routine that provides children with the goal to accomplish each day. The routine are getting up, getting prepared, and attending school, completing work, and returning home establish a routine that is a basis for good children in their future. Children who are not encouraged to learn this type of routines are losing out on establishing good habits. They are also experiencing a lot of free time that can be used to learn about other things that will not enhance their life or their futures. Failure to accept the routine of attending school actually instills in children that they do not have to comply with societal norms and that they can do as they please. The second factors why teenagers or adolescents do juvenile delinquency, it is about violence in the home. One of the largest contributing factors to delinquency is violence in the home. Lashing out at others for the violence they experience at home is very common. Teens subjected to violent action, or those who witness it to others, are more likely to act out their fears and frustrations. They often have don't care attitude, and this allows them to get into trouble more easily. The last point is violence in their social circles. If the neighborhood is in which a child's life is violent, the children will have a tendency to be more prone to delinquency. Many people describe their as strict survival methods because the child gets into trouble as a way to stay out of trouble from area gang members or violent people. In many cases, when you remove the children from this type of situations, their tendency for delinquent action is removed. So, how we as an adult stop this juvenile delinquency? There are 3 preventions about juvenile delinquency. For instance, education, recreation, and community involvement. Let us discuss one by one of these points. Education. Model programs have assist families, children by providing them with information. Some programs inform parents on how to raise healthy children. Some teach children about the effect of drugs, gangs, sex, and weapons. Second, recreation. Recreation programs allow youth to connect with other adults and children in the community. Such a positive friendship might assist children in later years. Youth programs are designed to fit the personalities and skills of different children and might include sports, dancing, music, rock climbing, drama, karate, bowling, art, and others activities. And the last point is community involvement. Girl Scout, Boy Scout, church youth groups, and volunteer groups all involve youth within a community. Involvement in community groups provides youth with an opportunity to interact in safe social environment and in safe place. Time flies too fast. We are coming to a conclusion of my presentation. I will close my presentation by quoting Edgar Freidenberg. He ever said that juvenile delinquency serves many purposes, including that of providing sadistic adults with fantasies suited to their special tastes. That's all from me. I sincerely appreciate about your attention. Thank you so much for welcoming me and having me in this occasion. See you later on the next occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.